Look at that beautiful red sky with the cathedral and the castle. That's the castle, if you couldn't tell. And it's really cute. Here in Uppsala, it's pink, but that sky is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy. We had a golden hour a couple of hours ago, and I just took for granted that you would always have a golden hour during summer, but no, it's been like a whole week without it, so I was super happy when it showed up. And then after the golden hour, you always get this beautiful red, orange, pink sky. I I'm recording this video because I wanted to share with you an important insight that I realized talking to a dear friend, and it sounded like she was about to say something that would probably be quite self-destroying, but something that it's so human. So of course, I would say the same thing. So it was just this whole context and the entire conversation that we had had up until that point that I'm so grateful for realizing this, because I feel like it's a really important insight and life lesson. And I was talking to her, and she explained her situation at work and how it's really tough right now, and that her boss isn't helping her really. He doesn't quite understand the situation and the strain on all the employees. And I don't know, she said that she feels really disappointed, and she's disappointed in him, and I get that. I absolutely do. But the thing that I think is bad is that she said that she was sad to feel disappointed. And at first that sounds like a totally human and normal thing to do. You're sad to be disappointed. But I think there's some nuance that could be applied to this situation. And this is where the insight is, because I told her, no, you shouldn't feel sad that you're disappointed. You can feel sad about the situation. You can feel sad about needing to be disappointed. That's basically what disappointment is. So that's just being disappointed at the fact that you need to be disappointed. But you're not at fault here. Your boss has wronged you, so you're disappointed. You shouldn't feel sad about being disappointed. You should feel proud. Of course, disappointment is an uncomfortable feeling, and this is something that I'm truly fascinated by: the function of feelings, their social function and their physiological function. What does it, like, if I'm feeling angry, in what way does that help me or my surroundings? What do I convey to the people around me? What's the social function of being angry? And also what happens in me, like what hormones are released, and what does it fuel me in any way? Does it help me act in a way that I wouldn't do otherwise, but that helps, a way that would help me fight an injustice? In my world, you get angry at injustices, so that's kind of the connection that I'm drawing right there. And the same thing with disappointment. You can be disappointed at injustices, of course. But I feel like you should be proud that you're disappointed, because what disappointment is, I feel like, is you feel like you've been wronged, or your expectations haven't been met. And especially in a work setting where your expectations to, you have this expectation that your boss would care for you and would do their job in making sure that all the employees are doing okay, and that there's not a huge strain on everyone, and has been for the past couple of years. So of course you can feel disappointed, but you're not in control of the situation, in the sense that it's still your boss who has wronged you. So if you're sad that you're disappointed, I feel like us humans, we don't really want to sit with uncomfortable feelings. So if you feel sad or bad about being disappointed, I feel like we would do whatever we can to not feel disappointed. And since you can't change your boss's behavior, he will still keep on wronging you. Then to avoid feeling disappointed, you would rationalize his behavior, and you would stop feeling disappointed, because you would expect less, and you would normalize being treated the way that you are. And that's not how it's supposed to be. So instead, I feel like you should be proud that you're feeling disappointed, because your values and your expectations have not been met in the situation, and their reaction and handling of the situation is not in line with your values. And I feel like that's such a good compass, and I feel like you should be proud of yourself for feeling disappointed, to acknowledge and detect this injustice, and to just know that I feel like victim and predator could be a bit too harsh, because this could also be applied to every situation ever, all the relationships ever, this feeling of being disappointed. So, but if you're the one feeling disappointed and you're the one who have been wronged, then you should be proud that you have recognized that this situation, I'm not fucking with this at all. Like, this is not good. And you should keep fighting, and you should keep criticizing. And I feel like when sometimes you can be disappointed with yourself, and in that case you do have the two options. Either one, feel sad that you're disappointed because you are disappointed with yourself, and try to rationalize your behavior to not feel disappointed. Or the better thing to do is to act differently so that you're not disappointed. And if it's something that you did and you're feeling disappointed about something that you have already done, then there's not much to do. You can always apologize. You can always learn from your mistakes, and then you don't need to be disappointed anymore. Then again, you can be proud of the feeling of disappointment. You say, okay, I acted in a way that I now realize was wrong. I'm disappointed that I wasn't mature enough to act differently. I'm proud that I can be critical to myself and to my behavior, and I'm also proud that I will make a change to be a better person. So I just feel like disappointment should also come with pride, truly. And I'll leave you with this beautiful sky again. It's crazy because it's almost midnight in Sweden, and it's impossible to go to sleep because it's always so light outside, or bright.